Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Monday and it is May 1st. Happy Monday to you. We have one meeting to tell you about. It's going to be at 1:30 this afternoon. It is the third Maintenance and Construction Committee, and that will be in the boardroom. Now on our show today, we have May Roberts, who is here on behalf of the Florence Sylvester Senior Center and AgeWell Senior Services. Always lots of great stuff going on, and the food is really good. Then we have Providence Mission Hospital. We have Dr. Joseph Barrera, who is an endocrinologist, and is going to talk to us a little bit about thyroids and how you can have an overactive one or an underactive one, and some symptoms that he'll go over with us. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. Well, we are looking at just nice skies, nothing too warm, nothing too cold. Pretty pleasant for this week. 63, 53, 60, 52, 61, 52, 62, 52, and 64, 52. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:02, and our sunset will be at 7:34. Now, California is a desert, and this California native succulent is called Chalk Live Forever. You see those all over the place, and the thing that I like best about a succulent is you could literally cut a piece off of a succulent and regrow it, and it'll grow into another plant. So super drought tolerant. You can see these just about everywhere. All right, when we come back, we'll have May Roberts, so stick around.
The Salvation Army Orange County is proud to be a leader in providing comprehensive care to families, men, women, young adults, seniors, and veterans in Orange County. Our shelters provide food, clothing, counseling, housing navigation, and job training. We also provide care through rent and utility assistance, food pantries, anti-trafficking services, adult rehabilitation, and youth programs. Donate today to help families in need and empower individuals towards self-sufficient life.
Where would you go if you could go anywhere? What would you do if you could do anything? How would you fill your days? Who would you spend them with? When you retire, what will you explore? Let us show you how a complete retirement plan can open your world to endless possibilities. Explore your retirement.
Diane's Hallmark in Laguna Niguel is now an Elam's Hallmark, and we are excited to be part of your community. We have just remodeled, and you will be surprised by the wide variety of fashion and accessories, home decor, collectibles, Disney, Peanuts, Harry Potter, and Star Wars, along with the largest Hallmark card selection in town. Stop in today and sign up for our Crown Rewards program and get a free Just Because card. Once a member, you can get a free card once a month. Elam's Hallmark, your neighborhood gift store.
Hi, I'm Vince Ferragamo. I spent some of my best years as an NFL quarterback, but today I've got a new team, and we're helping seniors who spent their best years fighting for our country, defending our freedom, and informing the nation. Our hometown heroes need help. AgeWell Senior Services is their lifeline. Nonprofit AgeWell can do all of this because you care enough to give. Please join me in supporting AgeWell. Donate today.
Welcome back. We have May Roberts here on behalf of the Florence Sylvester Senior Center, AgeWell Services. Well, welcome. Nice to see you again.
It's great to see you too.
Now, I know you guys are super busy over there, and you've always got lots of things going on. Now, for those people who don't know where the Florence Sylvester Senior Center is or what it does for our community, please tell us.
So the short answer is we are in the same plaza the DMV is in, so right there on Moulton and Santa Rosa. And we do a little bit of everything. So we're a resource from everything from social workers with different resources to nutrition programs to tons of health and wellness activities and just stuff for fun. Everything from ballroom dancing to bingo, technology classes, lots of good stuff.
And then you have lunches every day
every day, Monday through Friday.
Okay, and those lunches are usually, you would like someone to RSVP for those?
Definitely. So since we reopened post-COVID, we have really been cognizant of our food cost. So we really are encouraging people at least 48 hours before.
Okay.
So I would say really 3 days before, just to
Okay.
make sure you hit that deadline,
Okay.
to let us know you're coming so we can make sure we prepare for that.
Okay, fantastic. And
Yeah.
then another thing that we've talked about a number of times is your food program, and it is supported by some great restaurants. And that is, what is the name of that program where it's the food to go?
The senior cuisine delivered.
That's it, yeah.
Yes, yes. So that is a separate program that people that want to have food delivered that's restaurant quality and that they can pick what they would want, they can go on our website or they can call our administrative office and they can get more information about that.
Okay, that's good. So that's like a home delivery thing, but that's separate from Meals on Wheels, right?
That's right. So we have Meals on Wheels that goes out of Florence Sylvester, but we also have the in-person lunches where people come in every day from 11:30 to 12:30 and they're served lunch,
Okay.
Restaurant style.
Okay, well, fantastic. You got lots of choices, which is
Yes.
really nice to have. Now, you do have an enrollment program that's coming up, which I think is great. We just had a Spanish teacher here from Emeritus. We have lots of teachers, and boy, do they have a great program.
They do. This is such a fantastic opportunity. So all of the classes are free, and they're world-class educational opportunities just because of the area that we live in. So basically, we have set up in conjunction with Saddleback 2 days coming up next month where people can come in. You have a dedicated session with a counselor, and they are going to help you sign up for whatever classes that you want to that we're hosting at Florence Sylvester Senior Center.
Now, I have been promoting the Mother's Day tea, which is a lovely idea when you've got all the great stuff that goes along with the tea.
It is so sweet. We did it for the first time last year. So it's sort of a Mad Hatter's tea kind of a theme with real china, little teacups. And we have a sponsor that is providing all the sweets, so scones and all kinds of little treats
That is
and finger
awesome.
sandwiches. And there's also a contest for the hat. I think it's kind of that's most like the Queen would wear, but it's kind of also Kentucky Derby. So it's the bigger the hat, the bigger the luck, something like that.
As long as it doesn't get in the way of you having your tea.
That's right. That's right. Hold your chin up.
Yeah, really. It's exactly. Oh, that's very funny. And those are $10, but it's the 12th, and it starts at 2 p.m.
It starts at 2 p.m.
Okay, fantastic. And then can people get there a little early, or what time do the doors open?
You could get there a few minutes early.
Okay.
But we won't officially start until 2 o'clock.
Okay.
We do turn that room over in our ballroom from lunch to the tea.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So you'll have to wait until that comes. Oh, fantastic. And that is going to be on May 12th.
May 12th.
May
yes.
12th. Okay, perfect. Brain Games exercise class.
Yes. So just like every other part of your body, your brain needs to be worked out. So playing all kinds of games that you're not used to playing creates stronger neural pathways,
Right.
And it also creates new ones. So, whether it's always doing something different. So you know how it is when you start a new job or something different, you're really thinking about every single step.
Yep.
And then after a couple weeks, there's a lot of it you're just doing by memory and you're thinking about other things. It's the same way with just kind of keeping your brain in shape and just trying to work out those neural pathways.
Now, tell me a little about who's going to be conducting the classes.
So Allison Layrick, a lot of people in the village know who she is. She used to be at the center. During COVID, she moved a lot of her games online, and now she's coming back maybe every quarter or so. We'd love for her to come back all the time, when she is ready. But she has a company called Cognitive Solutions, and she'll be conducting the class.
Nice,
Yes.
nice. Well, it sounds like an awfully great class to have for sure. All right, let's go back to your lunches because we forgot to mention that bring a friend to lunch and you get a raffle ticket.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So basically, if you're someone who comes to lunch and you bring a friend with you, you will get a ticket, and then at the end of May, or so I guess the first day of June, we'll be drawing a ticket, and it'll be for a television.
Wow.
So it's just another way. We want people to know what we're doing, and we really think that if you come in and experience the lunch, we think that you'll like it. And we think that if you don't want to come regularly, if you want to come once in a while, that's fine. But maybe there's also friends that you have that you think this would be a benefit to. So
Right.
it's just another way to invite people in and see what we're offering.
I like that. And you're still doing a lot of your other classes. You're still doing your wine tasting?
Yes, we are.
Okay, good.
Yes, we've actually increased the number of people because we always had a wait list. So
You're going to have to start having it twice a month now. Pretty soon it's going to be 3 times a month.
I don't know if I could get away with that, but
All right, so you guys have a fun event coming up in July, so you wanted to give us a little sneak peek into that.
yes. So I don't have all the details, but we are doing our summer bingo bash. So it's been very, very popular, and it will be July 8th, I believe, and it's going to be in our ballroom. And it's going to be the same as it was last summer, in that each game will be a $100 prize.
Wow,
so,
great.
it's kind of a enticing little amount to put in your pocket.
Yeah.
For a great weekend out.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, great stuff. I appreciate all of the good information and your enthusiasm and energy.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. If you want more information about anything we have discussed that's related to the Florence Sylvester Senior Center or AgeWell Senior Services, you can always go to their website, which is myagewell.org. We'll be right back.
As we advance through the years, challenges in our daily activities arise. Lake Forest Services hire caregivers that go through stringent screening and compliance processes for assistance in all daily activities. Qualified veterans may also receive care as a VA benefit. We also provide full-service palliative and hospice care through Lake Forest Hospice. Our medical director and his team accommodates house calls to those in need. We exist to create seamless transitions that enhance quality of life.
Achieve a level of comfort you've never known before. The Daydreamer will take you through smooth movements and guide you effortlessly into your favorite positions. Adjust the power pillow for ideal support for your head and neck. This and our positioning technology allows for infinite relaxation. Lay back in zero gravity while watching TV and put your body and mind at ease. Lift your spirits and find your favorite daydream. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Welcome to OCI Care with Dr. Vyas, Laguna Woods' most trusted premium laser eye surgery and comprehensive ophthalmology center. Located in the heart of the Laguna Woods community, OCI Care specializes in laser cataract surgery, glasses-free cataract surgery, microscopic glaucoma surgery, diabetic eye checks, routine exams, and all your other eye care needs. Dr. Vyas and the OCI Care staff believe in one-on-one care and the patient-physician relationship. Come in for your appointment today for a lifetime of better vision.
Oh, life, how we admire you, are deeply fascinated by you. All your twists and turns and wild rides you take us on. The ups and the downs. Life, you live inside all of us, breathing, growing, beating. You are the reason we'll always provide world-class healthcare. Providence, we see the life in you.
Welcome back. We have Dr. Joseph Barrera here on behalf of Providence Mission Hospital. Well, welcome. Very nice to have you on.
Thanks for having me, Lisa.
We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come on in and
Of course.
help inform our residents of, so many different things that are going on right now, and some things I think people aren't always aware of, especially when it comes to our thyroid, and that's what we'll be talking about today.
Right.
So tell me, before we get into that, a little bit about yourself, how long you've been practicing, and how you got here.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been an endocrinologist in the community since 2002, and my practice has been in Mission Viejo. And then in the last couple of years, I split my time now between a role as our associate medical director, and because I love taking care of patients, have retained that role as an endocrinologist.
Okay. All right, interesting. Now, what exactly is an endocrinologist?
So we study and take care of patients with hormonal disorders. I would say the majority of what we see are individuals with diabetes. And then the second most common thing that we see is disorders of the thyroid gland.
Okay, and what brings on issues with your thyroid?
Many things. There's a higher likelihood of a thyroid condition happening as people age. And there's also a higher prevalence of endocrine disorders in women. It seems to always be that way, right?
Right.
And so those things together increase the likelihood of an older female having a thyroid disorder.
Now, when you talk about thyroid, I mean, endocrinology could also be associated with bones and osteoporosis.
Absolutely, yeah. So hormonal disorders can include menopause, osteoporosis, and many other endocrine glands. But by far and away, diabetes and thyroid is the bulk of our practice.
Okay. So what are people experiencing with any type of thyroid condition?
Yeah, it's a great question. I kind of think of it as structural and then functional. So structural meaning something's wrong with the architecture or anatomy of the thyroid gland. It's like a small butterfly-shaped gland that sits in the base of our neck. So that's the structural stuff. And then separate are functional problems where the structure of the thyroid's stable and normal, but functionally it's either underproducing or overproducing thyroid hormone.
Okay. And is there testing that you would do? Like, I guess I would never know if my thyroid was working properly unless I had some kind of symptoms or there was a test for it.
Right. So the structural problems often have no symptoms. You might know of a couple of cases. I think Tarek on Flip or Flop, Deborah Norville, also a newscaster. Both of those individuals had viewers basically write to the station and say, I think Deborah has a small structural change with her thyroid, a nodule. And over time, as that got reported to her, they discovered that she in fact had thyroid cancer and was treated for that. So a reviewer reported that. So that can sometimes be seen by a significant other, a relative.
Right.
I'm, as an endocrinologist, always in the habit of looking at people's neck. It must be sort of strange, right? You just think, oh, does that person have a goiter or a nodule? Structural problems are less common. The functional problems are far more common. So nothing's wrong structurally, but with a blood test you can detect, is the thyroid potentially underproducing or overproducing thyroid hormone? And as you were asking, the symptoms are very nonspecific. So for underactive, just think of it as a metabolic situation. If you were making too little thyroid hormone, you could experience weight gain, sluggishness, fatigue, just some general nonspecific symptoms. And the exact opposite if your thyroid is overactive, weight loss, agitation, maybe some heart palpitations.
And so someone that has diabetes, what would their thyroid be doing?
Great question. So they're independent disorders, but many people with diabetes happen to also have thyroid problems and vice versa. So you could have diabetes without any problems with your thyroid, and vice versa. You could have a abnormal thyroid function or structure with no evidence of diabetes. They don't necessarily overlap, but both conditions are frequent enough where we treat many people with both.
So when someone is over the age of 55, which is the majority of our residents, at what point would they be concerned hormonally? Because many women are already past that menopausal stage. So can the thyroid still be affected?
Absolutely. Yeah, the incidence increases with age. It's almost like the thyroid has to work harder as we get older. And there may be a point where, because of that, the thyroid is no longer able to maintain normal thyroid function. Fortunately, the test that we'll do to screen people is called a TSH, stands for thyroid stimulating hormone. And pretty much everybody who goes to their doctor for an annual exam should have that simple blood test, inexpensive, and a very reliable indicator of whether or not somebody's thyroid function is normal or not.
Yeah, I think it's part of just your general physical exam.
Yeah,
they run
absolutely.
that panel for you, and that's included as that, right?
Yeah, correct.
And what are some of the treatments that people can look forward to?
Yeah, for an underactive thyroid, it's thyroid hormone replacement, synthetic thyroid hormone. There are some non-synthetic replacement hormones that we sometimes prescribe, and it's really essentially replacing what the thyroid could not do any longer. That's for underactive. And then with overactive, a little trickier. Luckily, that's less common, about 5 times less common than hypo or underactive thyroid. And there's medication we can use to alleviate symptoms and then to slow down the thyroid. In some rare cases, we have to do things to essentially eliminate the thyroid, whether it's radioactive iodine or with surgery.
Okay.
But there's readily available treatments for either condition.
Okay. Now, you had written an article for, I believe it was US Week.
Yeah.
And, what are some of the things that you addressed in that article? And everybody is seeing that on the screen now.
Yeah, I was one of the contributors along with some of the other endocrinologists throughout the country. So it really was meant to have people be more alert to what symptoms might be present when they have a thyroid disorder. And because the symptoms are nonspecific, I think if people read through the article, almost everybody would say, well, I have a handful of those symptoms. I think whether you do or not, I think it's important that people ask their physician to screen them for thyroid problems, particularly as we get older, and if there's a family history. So young people can have thyroid problems as well, particularly if there's a family history of thyroid problems within the family. I tell patients, like, one of the most important things is to have accurate family history. Back in the day, people would write that in a Bible or something, say, oh, this is what so-and-so had, this really nice family tree. I think just as important to try to maintain that now so we know what we're at risk for.
Great information. And, I think it's good to know what an endocrinologist does, because I think a lot of people don't know all of the things that you cover. So great information. Thank you for being here.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And if you want more information about what we have discussed regarding the thyroid, you can always go to providence.org/mission. And if you would like to read that article, you can type in Dr. Joseph Barrera, US Week, and it'll bring you to that link. We'll be right back.
Oh, life, how we admire you, are deeply fascinated by you. All your twists and turns and wild rides you take us on. The ups and the downs. Life, you live inside all of us, breathing, growing, beating. You are the reason we'll always provide world-class healthcare. Providence, we see the life in you.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The thoughtfully redesigned 2023 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive plus up to 32 miles per gallon, a 260 horsepower turbocharged engine, advanced technology, and an extra-large touchscreen. The 2023 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Irvine Subaru. Buy online, just come in to sign. Get 2 years complimentary maintenance included on all new Subarus.
Orcam Read empowers people with low vision.
Sometimes reading can be a challenge. With Orcam Read, just point and click. Read at work. Read a recipe. Read a magazine. Read anything you want. Orcam Read.
Our Monday movie is called Space Oddity, and it is starring Kevin Bacon. And you can check that out today at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles, and that is brought to you by Providence Mission Hospital. Now, of course, Mother's Day is right around the corner, just a couple weeks away, and we have a Mother's Day buffet that's being put on by Recreation, Sunday, May 14th at 1 p.m., Clubhouse 5. And if you would like more information, please call 949-597-4382. Now, a cool thing is the Recreation is doing what's called a Club Expo. So if you are new to the community or you would like to know all about all the different clubs here, because there's over 250 of them, please come to the Club Expo on May 18th, 10 to 1 p.m. in Clubhouse 5, and it's free. Of course, you can always get in touch with Recreation if you would like more information. We've got something from the Village. It's the Renaissance Fair. Actually, it's called the Village Renaissance Fair. And also it's being put on by Recreation. It's going to be at the Equestrian Center. It's a Renaissance Fair, lots of great stuff. Entertainment, food, fun, crafts. And it will be on May 20th, 11 to 3 p.m. And it's only $10. And you do get drinks, so you can definitely participate in that. And there will be food trucks. This is going to be at the Equestrian Center on May 20th. Now, there's also going to be a golf tournament on May 20th, and this is the annual golf tournament put on by the Men's Club of Laguna Woods. All the proceeds, net proceeds, will benefit the Foundation of Laguna Woods Village. If you want more information about that, go to lwmgc.org. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather one last time for the week. We are looking at, chilly skies, but not too cold, in the 60s this week. We're looking at about 63, 53, 60, 52, 61, 52, and 62, 52, 64, 52. Have a great day in the Village, and Paul will be hosting for me for the next couple of days, and I will return on Friday. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Living and learning in Laguna Woods Village is a unique experience. For over 45 years, the Emeritus Institute has provided tuition-free college classes within your community. Join us to experience expert faculty, quality academics, and to make friends through the Emeritus Institute. New classes start every semester, and you can join nearly any time. Visit us anytime at saddleback.edu/emeritus. Learn, live, and thrive with the Emeritus Institute.